Xyz Monsters were released for the first time in 2011 in the starter deck Dawn of the Xyz. It has been a long time, but still in 2025, these type of extra deck monsters are as relevant as ever, and I think they have shaped the game significantly throughout the years. Time after time, different ones have come out and took the game by storm. So I think it's only fitting that with Quarter Century Stampede, we can take a look at some of the most iconic Xyz monsters of all time. And well, here on top, we have two monsters, one currently forbidden, one that has also been forbidden in the past, which are Daigusto, Emerald, and Lavalval Chain.
Yeah, I remember this exquisite monster being played in Infernity, for example, and Necros as well. I think these not only are iconic, but were incredibly powerful back then when they were played. And it's great to have them back here in front of us, especially because not only they bring us good memories, but because, you can now take them, to build your decks and play with your friends and, try them out and why not, maybe make new memories.
Absolutely. I mean, they are both quite useful for Time Wizard events. I'm thinking 2014, most importantly. I mean, both cards can be played. We have had a little bit of a demonstration back at YCS Birmingham, where you can go and check out, our dear Tom Payne recreating his finals from the UK Nationals in 2014, where he played Infernity, and especially Lavalval Chain was a key card in his combos, where you would get your, Infernity Archive into the graveyard to then bring them back. And it's one of those cards that has been played in so many different ways across the years. On the other side, Daigusto Emerald, I might be partly guilty of why later on in 2017 it was forbidden. It was just so good in Zodiac. It allowed you to just cycle more Zodiac Rat Pierce, especially once they were semi-limited, and it essentially allowed you to bring back even more throughout the turn, extend your combos, and ever since though, it has been a long way, but as we have mentioned, 2025, we still see a lot of Xyz at the top tables, and most importantly, fitting, I think, with some background context, it has been really the war between two titans, and those are, on the one hand, Divan Arsenal A8 Zeus Sky Thunder, which will be available for the first time in the trading card game in this alternate art, facing off, against Superstar Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis. What do you think? Who is coming out on top in these last tournaments?
I can't really tell, especially because we have seen Typhon being played, I think, in most of our Duelist Extra deck in the last tournaments. And on the other side, I think Zeus also, was super popular.
What a card.
And I think both of these cards basically shut down a lot of strategies, and you really have to be careful, because sometimes maybe you just, enter battle phase and then into main phase 2 it comes the Zeus. Whereas sometimes if you special summon Turbo Monster from your extra deck, the turn after it comes the Typhon. So you better be careful and watch out.
Absolutely, and so this just comes to show you how the game will adapt throughout its years, but still, these extra deck monsters remain as relevant as ever, so it's only fitting for you guys to experiment, and if you are more for going back in time and playing with these forbidden cards in Time Wizard events, that's one thing, but if you're willing to join national season and compete with, your own Typhon or your own Zeus, you can now upgrade your own version with these new looking versions.